So if it takes you a little bit longer to roll up your roll and you come in here and it looks dry, make sure you spray your window again. So I see it's a little bit dry right here. I'm just gonna make sure that it's really wet. You don't want it to stick anywhere. That's the worst thing that can happen. So now if we unroll this, because we've sprayed it, the liner is going to automatically start to come off. So the liner is going around the back side of the roll as we're unrolling it. So if you can see on the back side, see the liner is right here. So you want it to stay on the back side of that tin so you can get this in there. So we want it to be about there before we start trying to put it on there. I'm just gonna give another little quick spray, just in case. So now you're gonna come in and you're just gonna lay the film on the back a little bit. Try to get it up on there if you can. Some back windows are a little bit trickier to get on the window right away. And you don't want to touch it up at the top over here because it's just going to touch up here. So we just kind of want to keep the bottom on as we're unrolling with this hand. So because it's wet, it should come off fairly easy. I'm gonna get my head under here to hold the tint up, but not touching the roof. So it's kind of like a third hand. I'm going to start sliding this back corner, my left hand, into place so that I can get rid of some of this excess material over here. I'm gonna slide that over there as I'm still rolling it out over here. And remember, it's higher over here, so I have to start coming this way and pulling this out. I'm gonna push it back over in this corner, push that down, push it over. And at this point, because I'm just about at the end, I wanna grab the liner from the inside over here, holding my hand on this corner, so my right hand is still kind of holding this tint up. I'm gonna find the liner over here, wherever it is, and start pulling the liner off. Again, using my head to hold it up, passing it to my right hand, and then slowly pulling it off the tint. And at this point, you should be able to slide the tint around and get it to where you need it to be. At the bottom first. And then you're going to slowly lift this up. And then I'm not quite over all the way over here, so I'm just going to slide the top over if I can. Move it with the water. So I'm kind of sticking. I'm just going to pull this down a little bit so I can move this film into place. So I don't want to be short anymore. So you just wiggle it a little bit until wherever it's kind of stuck, lets go. And then you should be able to move the tint. Sometimes it's a little stressful getting it into place, but once it's in place, it's good. And that should be covered. And then again, you just want to push out those big bubbles with your hand, kind of moving them around kind of where they need to be before we do the next step, which is squeegeeing.